So I believe that Oleksandr Usyk is going to defeat Tyson Fury for a second time. And yes, I'm really hyped for this fight once again, of course. The big rematch, Oleksandr Usyk against Tyson Fury. And look, I believe Oleksandr Usyk is 100% the best heavyweight in the world right now and the best heavyweight of our generation. I'm honestly not sure who can beat him, but I don't think it's Tyson Fury. I think Usyk's the boogeyman for Tyson Fury. He's the boogeyman for Anthony Joshua. He's the boogeyman for Daniel Dubois. You know, Usyk's the boogeyman for basically most guys in the bloody division. He's the boogeyman for absolutely everyone. And I believe he will be able to beat Tyson Fury once again. I'm going with an Oleksandr Usyk points decision win. I believe he'll do it again, and I believe he'll do it in an even more convincing fashion than what he did last time. And if I'm being real, I had it wider in Oleksandr Usyk's favor compared to what many others had it. I probably will do another video of reviewing the last fight, though, again. I believe Oleksandr Usyk will do it again, and I believe he's going to have changed things up coming into this fight. I believe Fury probably would have changed things up as well, but I think Usyk's just so good at being able to adapt while he's in the ring. He's probably the best at being able to do that in boxing. One of the best that we've ever seen being able to adapt in the ring to what his opponent's doing. It's unbelievable what he can do. He's an absolute wizard when he's in there, Oleksandr Usyk. He's so ridiculously clever. I don't see him losing to Tyson Fury. And look, I think Tyson Fury's got a real good high-level boxing IQ. But Oleksandr Usyk's boxing IQ, I think, is about 10 times better than what Tyson Fury's is. And that is saying something because Tyson Fury's got very good boxing IQ. I think Usyk's going to come out strong from the off once again like he did in the first fight. And I think Fury's going to be having to come out with a good sharp jab. I think Fury's going to have to sharpen up the jab in this fight. But I think Usyk's going to find ways around it. And I think Usyk's very good in the lead hand battle. You don't really see anyone being able to beat Usyk in the battle of the lead hands. Usyk's going to get the better of that battle every single time. If it was Fury against anyone else in the heavyweight division, he will get the better of you in the battle of the lead hands. But that's not going to happen against Oleksandr Usyk. That's the first thing which is really going to help Oleksandr Usyk win this fight. And that's what helped him win the last fight as well. And I see that happening again. Usyk's going to win the battle of the lead hands. Usyk's going to be able to work the body, get that going once again, and, really try and set a pace and set a rhythm going. Usyk needs to be able to push Fury back. I think I do think Tyson Fury is probably going to try and lean on Oleksandr Usyk, try and grab him when he's coming in. That's what I think Tyson Fury needs to do, and that's what I feel like he will do. I think Tyson Fury needs to use his attributes more, and that is what I think he will do. I feel like if Tyson Fury tries to box with Usyk, he's not going to win the fight. And that's what I don't think is going to happen. I think in the last one, Fury tried to box with Usyk, and, Oleksandr Usyk punished him for that. But I do think, though, coming into this fight, Fury's going to try and use his attributes against Usyk, but Usyk's going to be too quick, and Usyk's not going to be in there. Usyk's not going to, hang around on the inside for too long with Tyson Fury. He's going to be in, out, changing angles. He's going to be difficult for Tyson Fury to pin down and grab a hold of. Usyk's just always moving, and his stamina is unbelievable to be able to keep up that same pace. And it's going to be difficult for Tyson Fury to tire out Oleksandr Usyk. Oleksandr Usyk fights at a pace which no other heavyweight can fight at right now, in my opinion. No heavyweight can fight at the pace that Oleksandr Usyk fights at. Oleksandr Usyk throws about 10 times more punches than what Fury does around. That is the overall stats, basically. Oleksandr Usyk's work rate is different to every other heavyweight. Again, that is something that can win Oleksandr Usyk this fight, and that is what won in the last fight as well. And I feel like that's going to be a big factor in Oleksandr Usyk being able to win this one again. His work rate, his consistent work rate, his consistent movement, bouncing in and out of there. And Tyson Fury's not going to be able to grab him and try and bully Oleksandr Usyk. You can't bully Usyk, in my opinion. You can't. Anthony Joshua couldn't do it. Chisora was probably the closest to being able to try and bully Usyk. and he wasn't able to do it. Daniel Dubois couldn't do it. You can't really bully Usyk, and Usyk's going to be, and even if they are in the clinch, Usyk's going to be trying to be as active as possible as well, and trying to get it up close and land some sneaky shots in there as well. That's what Usyk's going to be trying to do. And I feel like Usyk's going to be happy to take more risks this time as well in this fight, because he knows now 100% he can hurt Tyson Fury. He can. And I do think as the fight goes on, possibly in the mid-rounds, Usyk will drop Tyson Fury. And I think, obviously, in the last fight, Tyson Fury probably took those middle rounds. Probably, like you'd say, 3-6, something like that. Tyson Fury was good in those rounds and getting his best moments in those rounds. And I don't think Usyk's going to let that happen again this time. I think Usyk's going to, try and be able to put it on Fury in those middle rounds as well. And I reckon we could see a real good Oleksandr Usyk in this first half of the fight, as well as the second half of the fight as well. I think Usyk will put Fury down in the mid rounds. He's not going to let Fury get the success in the middle rounds that he did in that first fight. That's a fact. I know that for a fact. Usyk's not going to let that happen. And that's going to trouble Tyson Fury massively, in my opinion. And I only feel like coming into this fight, Usyk would have improved his stamina. He knows that Tyson Fury can fight at a good pace as well, and Usyk knows that he can be caught by Tyson Fury with some good shots. That was shown in the first fight. Usyk's going to make those adjustments. I'm very sure he will do. We saw him be able to do it in the fight. He made adjustments after Fury, caught him with a good uppercut in that 6th round. Usyk made adjustments, made sure he doesn't get caught with those shots again. Imagine what he's going to do with about 6 months since that last fight. It might be 7 months since that last fight now. 7 months since that first fight. Usyk's going to have made so many adjustments, and Usyk's going to be able to outsmart Fury once again in this fight, in my opinion, and make it even more convincing. And I think Usyk will put Fury on his ass. I think he'll be able to back Tyson Fury up, hurt him once again. And, those shots that Oleksandr Usyk was missing with when he had Tyson Fury going in that 9th round in that first fight, Usyk's not going to bloody miss with those shots again. Usyk's going to make sure he's going to be managing his range better than he did. And Usyk was managing his range very nicely in that first fight. But when he's got Fury on the ropes again and when he's got him hurt, he's not going to be missing some of those shots that he was missing when he had Fury hurt. They're going to be landing right on that chin of Tyson Fury. And that is what is going to put him down heavy. And I feel like when Tyson Fury does get put down by Usyk, it's going to mess with Fury's head a bit. And obviously, people are going to be like, oh, it didn't though when Wilder knocked Fury down. But at the end of the day, Wilder's not Oleksandr Usyk. Usyk's always got your number, and Usyk's always able to outsmart you. There's a difference to fighting a very smart fighter to fighting a very powerful fighter. And Usyk's smart because you just don't know what's going to be coming from him. And that's going to be what keeps Tyson Fury thinking more than a power punch like Deontay Wilder. Usyk keeps you thinking a lot more about what he's going to do next. And that's what's going to mess with Fury's head a bit. And that's what's going to really scramble Fury's head if Usyk drops him again. And Usyk's going to be able to take advantage of that, in my opinion. Yeah, I just feel like the bodywork of Usyk's too good as well. And, I've seen people saying, oh, it's just that Fury needs to make adjustments in order to win this fight. No, Usyk's going to be making adjustments as well. And I think Usyk and his team are more clever than what Fury and his team are. I've seen some people saying, oh, all Tyson Fury needs to do is get John Fury out the corner to win. No, that's not the case at all. Usyk is going to be making his own adjustments defensively and offensively. And they're going to be bloody dangerous. Usyk is not going to get his hits as many times as he did in the last fight. And in this fight, Usyk's going to land more punches than he landed in the first fight. That is just how Oleksandr Usyk is. That is how he is. And I don't see this fading from him anytime soon just yet. I think Usyk's going to have it in him, and he's going to be able to be better offensively this time and better defensively this time. And I think we're going to see a good, solid masterclass from Oleksandr Usyk in this fight. Because that's how Usyk is. He makes improvements to what the previous fights were, and he knows that Fury's his biggest test that he's had yet. And you know, it's going to be a real tough night for Tyson Fury, in my opinion. Usyk's fully got his mind on this one. I'm sure Fury has as well, but Fury ain't going to be able to pin Oleksandr Usyk down. I think in a way, even though Fury can be unpredictable, I think Usyk's going to make him look predictable, in my opinion. I really do. I'm going with an Oleksandr Usyk win on points. So, yeah, there we go. I think the cat's going to do it again. Come on, the cat. Anyway, thanks for watching.